Morning Bulldogs. It is Thursday, May 20th, and today is National Rescue Dog Day. So again, you all know that I volunteer at the shelter. So take the time to kind of either go visit some of those dogs or check out some of the websites that have those dogs on them so we can maybe find them some great homes. Today we're going to be able to explain the main causes of the Reformation, and the agenda looks a little bit different than normal. Today is pretty independent. You do have some notes that you're going to be filling out on your own. I've attached my key for the notes so that you can fill them in. Make sure you fill them in. Some people aren't, and that is affecting your score. It makes your grade incomplete, and I can't give you credit for that work. And one thing to make or remember is that as you type in that information, you're actually ingesting that information about 3 times because you're reading the word, you're typing it, you're making sure you typed what you were supposed to, and you're rereading it again. So you're actually getting that information in your brain 3 times. It's actually a trick I used to do in college. I just rewrite my notes all the time to remember the information. But I'm going to go through with what you're going to do. The first thing I want you to do is the do now, though. And let me X out. All right. So this is the basis for our lesson today. Imagine this scenario and think about the pros and the cons of the situation. You have just gotten to morning meeting. Okay, now typically this would be in the building, but let's just say you've just gotten to morning meeting and Miss Armbrust was there yesterday. Okay. She announces that CCA is going to try and raise money by selling points. You can buy points from Miss Ocampo in the morning, and if you earn a low grade on a homework or quiz, you can turn them in to apply to the score, raising your grade. What are the pros and the cons to that situation? So again, you can go to the office in the morning, find Miss Ocampo, buy points and apply them. So say you get a 4 out of 5 on a homework, you can take the point that you bought and apply that to your grade so then it becomes a 5 out of 5 and you don't have to redo it. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of this situation? So I would like you to fill out the chart with the pros of this and the cons of this situation. Because basically that's what we're going to talk about today, what Roman Catholic priests were doing. But they're called indulgences, but you'll get there. Then you have some statements. You may not know all the answers to these. We are going to talk about these. So I just want you to kind of see what you know. So you're just going to mark each statement as true or false. And then you have notes. So what's the Reformation? You're going to go through, and all you're going to do is you're going to have blanks in your slides. I'd like you to fill in those blanks. Just so you have that information, and I know you are getting it. Now, on some of these slides, like if you see here, clergy be ballin', you don't need to write that because that's just for me. And then you'll just fill in definitions. Here you will name 3 things in addition to the selling of indulgences that weaken the Catholic Church based off the notes. And then you'll get to independent practice. What you have is in your slides, for those of you that are in the penalty box, you have the text in the slides that you can just enlarge. If you are not in the penalty box, I did attach, well, everyone has it, but I did attach like a PDF of the text so that you can just use that to go through and fill in the cause and effect charts. And then I know it says raise your hand for me to check. This is an old lesson, so just kind of like Miss Guthrie recycled a lesson last week. And then you'll just fill out the cause and effect charts and answer some more questions for me, and you will be good to go. I know this is a really short video, but we're going to review all this stuff tomorrow and go over it more in detail. But today is pretty independent. It is a lot of work, but I know you can handle it, and I know you can do it. If you're in the building with me, we'll obviously do it together. And if you have any questions, just email me. But the information's pretty interesting. Actually, it's really interesting. And I am interested in seeing what your pros and cons for the buying of points is. So I will see you all tomorrow, and we will continue to talk about the Reformation, in particular, significant people. So we had our quiz on significant people of the Renaissance, and tomorrow we'll talk about new thinkers and reformers during this time. Okay? And thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.